Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm doing something a little different. Now, I understand the 5 reasons why videos are super saturated, especially in the car side of YouTube, but everybody's build is different. Everybody's thoughts, opinions are different. So this is my honest opinion. Guys, 5 reasons why I love my Audi S5. If you guys are new, my name is Kevin. I have a 2013 Estrel Blue Audi S5. It has a stage 1 Eurodyne tune, about 441 horsepower crank. As you guys can see, we got a pretty crappy day out by normal standards, but I specifically picked a bad day to do this kind of video because some of the reasons why I love this car have to do with the daily driven factor. As you guys know, I daily drive this car. I'm a student, fire up. So January comes around, second semester of school. For me, this is my last semester of school, so this is the last time I'll actually be up having to travel back and forth, hopefully in the winter time. Regardless, this thing rocks in the winter, but I'm not gonna draw out the intro too long. So if you guys are new, hit that like button, help out the algorithm, and also subscribe to the channel. You don't wanna miss out on future content with this car, with other cars that my channel features. Without further ado, let's get into the countdown, shall we? Guys, 5 reasons I love this car. Number 1, styling. So this is a B8.5. They made this model from 2013 to 2017. This car is 8 years old, and I'll be perfectly honest, I like the styling of the B8.5 better than I do for the B9, A5, and S5. Interior is obviously a different story. With new technology, you're gonna have better interior as the years progress. However, that's not to say this interior is outdated by any means. I love the interior of this car, specifically the flat bottom steering wheel, which I mention a lot in my videos. This car was packaged with branding in mind. I say that because everywhere I look, I see S5. The S5 badging is on the shift knob, on the flat bottom steering wheel, and on the door sills even. In recent years, Audi has stepped away from this kind of branding, especially with their trims. So even on the back of my seat, it says S5. That is ridiculous to me. In the new year models of the S4 and S5, I believe it just says S, and on the wheel as well. Now for this year S5, I love how specific it is. I love seeing the badging all over the car. Some people may not like that, but I do. The body lines, the exterior, everything just looks so good and so clean. I love the front end update on this car. If you guys didn't know, the 2008 to 2012 S5 had a different front end completely. So on all cars from 2013 to 17, you have new headlights, new front end. It's light years better than the old generation in my opinion. Number 2 on my list is the modification potential, or the modability. Obviously with any car you have basic modifications you can do. I have window tints, different wheels, different exhausts, that sort of thing. Specifically though, the S4 and S5 from this year is pretty popular. So many companies offer things like diffusers, spoilers, mirror caps, side skirts, custom paddle shifters, intakes, even the little shark fin antenna on the back. You can get that in carbon fiber if you're into that kind of thing. I upgraded the braking on this car. I have cross drilled rotors, so I feel a lot more comfortable stopping at high speeds. That was one of the big modifications I recently decided to do to this car. If you guys missed that video, it'll be in the top right corner of the screen right now. Now, a lot of German cars and a lot of German sports cars, OEM parts are relatively expensive, right? So if you're gonna be upgrading anyways, you're probably gonna be spending on aftermarket parts around the same or even less than the OEM counterparts. That's exactly what I did for my rotors, and I think they look great in that cross-drilled pattern. I have not seen them with my summer set on yet, so that's gonna be really exciting. Come summertime, I'm putting the summer setup back on the car as far as the wheels and tires. Now, as far as suspension, tires, wheel setup, a lot is coming for this particular build come springtime. I'm looking at H&R lowering springs right now for this car because my friend Evan has an A6 and they fit super flush. Some spacers maybe, we'll see. So the bottom line is you can modify this car a ton, which brings me to my next point, which is number 3. The tunability in this car. Now I want to make it clear, tunability and modability are 2 completely different things, as well as words that I think I may have made up myself. But by this, I mean this particular motor, the 3.0 TFSI from Audi, is super tunable. So what does that mean? I keep saying that word, it's tunable. So stock, this motor comes with 333 horsepower and 325 foot-pounds of torque. That's reported by Audi, and they say 0 to 60 happens in around 4.4 to 4.7 seconds. I'm telling you right now, the 3.0 supercharged platform from Audi is one of the most bang for your buck setups you can get, because I have a simple stage 1 flash on this car from Eurodyne, and from stock 333 horsepower to the crank right now I'm at 441 and 375 foot-pounds of torque. Now I haven't dynoed this car, but those are the ratings from Eurodyne, the manufacturer of the tune. So that's the tune I went with, but there are a ton of tuning options for this car, including but not limited to APR, IE, Eurodyne, 034 Motorsports has one. There are plenty. Just look it up, do your research. The performance gains are noticeable. Let me say that again and listen carefully. they are noticeable. Like I mentioned, 0 to 60 as reported by Audi happens in 4.4 to 4.7 seconds. Unofficially, on a really good day, I got this car 0 to 60 in 3.93 seconds. If you want to see that video, links in the corner. Now with 2 people in the car, I did just launch a car and it is consistent around 4 to 4.2 seconds. Now also on the top end stock, this car comes with a 155 mile an hour governor. Tune it, it's gone. Now I can confirm this through science, we'll say. I've never gone over 80 in my life. I don't break the law, I don't speed, you guys know that. So the tunability, huge with this car. This platform has ton of potential. 441 horsepower crank with a flash tune. Now I've seen builds on the internet, go search it for yourself, but this platform can get up to about 550 to 560 crank horsepower. That's gonna bring us to reason number 4, which is the year-round capability of this car. As you guys see in the background, it's snowing. It's mid-January, like I already mentioned. For my winter wheel setup, I have the OEM 18-inch wheels paired with Bridgestone Blizzak tires. The Audi Quattro gives me comfort in the winter because it truly does rip, and it's the best car I've ever driven in the snow. Michigan winters hit hard, but this car really combats that with the Audi Quattro system, especially with good tires, good winter tires, I should add. Please don't do all seasons in the winter for any car. That might be a separate video, but I'm just saying, winters, invest in them, you will not regret it. In the summer, I have a set of 19-inch aftermarket wheels, which I pair with Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 Pluses. They're perfect for what I use them for, and they have really good rain ratings as well. So like I said, daily drive it, do it. Oh, and they're rated up to 186 miles an hour. So if you do tune your car, take that governor of 155 off. You can have fun and feel comfortable doing it. Number 5, it is practical, guys. That's not the kind of thing you'd usually hear from a sports coupe like this, but let me tell you why. Kind of tying into that last point of year-round capability, it's really quite nice for everyday errands. Obviously the S5 is 2 doors, so it's not the best, most practical car for family reasons. The S4 model is the sedan, so you can fit 4 or 5 people in there pretty comfortably. So with that said, it is limited in its capabilities because it is still a car. I can't haul lumber, I can't haul a large flat screen TV, you know, different furniture, that sort of thing, but you got to remember what you're getting here. It's a compact car. Now the back seats fold completely down in this car. It's enough storage to put a complete wheel set. All 4 of my wheels and tires have fit in this car before, just totally fine. I can fit my skis, ski boots, luggage, you know, other bags comfortably in this car. So I use it for college, like I mentioned, going back and forth from my home, and that works totally fine. Is that 5 reasons already? That's 5 reasons already, I guess. Wow. All right. So overall, this car has been absolutely amazing to me over the last 2.5 years, and it's been a pleasure to drive in all conditions. This is an 8-year-old luxury sports car that can get you through the winter, fit all your groceries, and go 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. And it's relatively inexpensive. I'm going to say that with a grain of salt because yes, you're still looking to spend about $20,000 to $30,000 on a car, but the bang for your buck factor is absolutely there. Like I mentioned in the tunability section, guys, 441 horsepower off a simple ECU tune. You don't get to say that for a lot of cars. The 3.0 TFSI from Audi is one of them. So guys, check it out, do your research. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned something, click like, subscribe if you're new. We'll see you in the next video. Adios.